click through to see what it was all about in response to either the email subject header or the YouTube thumbnail or a Facebook post, I'm not going to disappoint you. And this is not clickbait. Interest rates are at historic lows, but don't take my word for it. Let me show you what I mean. This is a chart of 30-year mortgages from 1971 to 2023. And if you look, coming out of the 60s into the 70s, we had stagflation and then very extreme inflation, and rates shot up to almost 18%. Mortgage interest rates. And if you look, they slowly trended down until just recently in about 5% range. And we see a little bit, fours and fives is where that was at. And then we had COVID and this massive stimulus where it just dropped rates into the twos and threes. That was a one-time event most likely. And then inflation kicked back up, brought rates back up, and they're starting to normalize. But here's the kicker. The average rate during the last 50 years is 7.73, and today the average is 6.73, and we can get you a much lower rate than that. So the interest rates are in fact still at a historical low level. That's just simply a fact. They're just merely higher than they were before. But what's happening is during that small bubble, people bought homes, sold homes, and bought new homes, and everyone that has a mortgage right now, 80% of the people have a 2, 3, or 4% interest rate, so their payments are sort of artificially low relative to historical averages, and they're not willing to sell their house, except life is in session. Life's in session, so what happens is there is growth in the family, babies are born, it's the diapers, people die, there's death, there's disease, medical issues, there's relocation to be closer to family, there's relocation to be close to work. There's starting to become a normalcy of like, hey, I can't, hold on to this forever if I need to make a move. So there is some inventory out there, but it's low, and it's low relative to our population because builders have not built enough homes in the last 10 to 15 years since the housing crisis and what we call the Great Recession. And so what's going to happen is that experts believe that rates are going to drop below 5% going into 2024. We also know, based on surveys we've done of existing homeowners, 2 large surveys, that when rates start with a 4, even if it's 4.99, you're going to see a massive number of people enter the market, and it's going to be outweighed. We have way more buyers due to population growth in Gen Z and millennials coming online, especially millennials buying, Gen Z's coming online strong. Gen Zers are buying homes at a lower age than Gen X even. So that's going to produce massive demand. And right now, today, in June of 2023, we're already seeing, in most cases, multiple offers. When you see rates drop, you're going to see a bidding war again because there's simply not enough inventory. And that means that now, today, if you're in a position to buy and you're just thinking rates are high, you need to embrace the fact that if you wait, yes, you might get a better interest rate, but you probably pay $25,000 more for the house. You'll probably miss out on a lot of houses you really would have liked, and rather than if you just buy now. So I hope you find this helpful. Now is the time to buy. It's always a great time to buy real estate, but right now the advantage is way fewer buyers, and we have a strategy. We call it marry the house, date the rate. We buy the house, and then we restructure your loan and refinance it when rates drop and get you in that low payment so you have a nice house just to refi, where everybody else is in a knife fight trying to buy a house in a bidding war that's going to come downstream. So thanks so much. Please let me know if you have any feedback or comments for me, any questions. I hope you have a great day.